if you are a hospital-employed physician, you've probably said this to yourself at least a dozen times on your drive home. I can't take the administration anymore. I want to start my own practice. But then that voice in the back of your head stops you cold. You can't risk it. You have an incredible, stable W-2 salary. You have benefits. If you leave, you're jumping into the unknown. Here's what they don't teach you in medical school. That safe W-2 hospital contract is actually a financial trap. It is the highest tax income vehicle in existence, and it guarantees you work harder for less autonomy. Today, we're going to look at a hypothetical case study based on real data. We are going to unpack a pediatrician making $260,000 a year at a major hospital network, and I'm going to show you the exact math behind what it actually takes to replace that income on your own. It is significantly lower than you think. Let's head to the board. Let's meet Dr. Sarah. She's a pediatrician, 5 years out of residency, pulling a gross W-2 salary of $260,000. She's seeing 25 to 30 patients a day, completely drowning in administrative charting. When Sarah looks at her $260,000 salary, she assumes, if I open my own microclinic, I need to immediately generate $260,000 in net profit just to break even. But as a CPA, I don't care about gross numbers. I care about disposable net cash flow. Look at what happens to Sarah's money before it hits her checking account. Between federal income taxes, state taxes, her employee share of FICA, and her portion of benefits, her actual take-home cash flow is roughly $162,000. This is our baseline target. To buy Sarah's freedom, her independent practice doesn't need to replace an abstract $260,000 salary. It needs to clear a net cash flow of $162,000 after business write-offs. And when you own the business, the tax code behaves entirely differently. Now let's look at the independent model. Let's say Dr. Sarah decides to launch a lean solo pediatric microclinic. Let's do conservative real-world math. Suppose she decides to take 6 full weeks of vacation a year. She works 46 weeks, only 4 days a week. And instead of rushing through 30 patients a day, she sees just 10 patients a day. She gives them unhurried, high-quality, comprehensive care. In general pediatrics, a standard insurance or cash pay plan easily averages around $150 per patient visit. Let's look at the math. 10 patients a day multiplied by 4 days a week equals 40 patients a week. Over 46 weeks, that is 1,840 patient encounters a year. At $150 per encounter, Dr. Sarah's lean solo practice brings in $276,000 in gross revenue while working a fraction of the hours. Now, let's back out the lean overhead. A lot of doctors get terrified thinking they need $1 million facility on day one. You do not. A lean pediatric practice can run smoothly with an office lease around $2,500 a month. Cloud-based software and modern AI clinical scribes run about $600 a month. Toss in malpractice, basic utilities, and a versatile medical assistant at $4,000 a month. Your total overhead is roughly $7,900 a month, or about $95,000 a year. Watch what happens when we run the real financial comparison. Gross revenue is $276,000. Minus lean overhead of $95,000 leaves a net business profit of $181,000. Wait a minute. Her net business profit is $181,000, but remember, as a business owner, she can utilize an S-Corporation tax structure to mitigate self-employment taxes. She can write off legitimate business expenses, like a portion of her vehicle, technology, and continuing education, before she pays income taxes. Her final personal net take-home cash flow matches or beats her frantic hospital job. But she just went from seeing 30 patients a day to 10 patients a day. She just bought back her sanity, her time, and her autonomy using basic business mathematics. Fear of the unknown keeps brilliant medical professionals locked in golden handcuffs for decades. But when you look beyond the numbers, the unknown turns into a highly predictable, repeatable calculation. If you are a physician, an attorney, or a corporate contractor, and you want to see what your exact version of this math looks like, I built a tool for you. Head to the description below and download our free W-2 exit calculator. You can plug in your current salary, and it will reverse engineer your true baseline target and overhead numbers. And if you want a team of specialized advisors to skip the guesswork and co-create this exact practice blueprint with you step by step, You can apply to book a one-on-one practice launchpad strategy session right on that calculator page. Stop letting the hospital network build their wealth on your burnout. Run your numbers, find your exit, and build your own nirvana. I will see you in the next episode.